Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Are we live?
We live, my G.
Okay.
We live. Welcome to what's the name of this joint?
Type beat.
Type beat.
Type beat.
Let's get it. Let me turn off the delay. Yeah, let me turn off the delay. Damn, the mouse hating, bro. All right, let's get it. The mouse was like skipping over the button. Anyway, what's the word?
Man.
What's popping? What's up with this light, bro? I'm not really feeling this light. Hold on. Let me get some
Magic
light. There we go. There we go. Let's get it. Type beat. First type beat of the month. Welcome to August, everybody. It's me, your mans. I make mad beats. I'm here with King Elo, C Major, and Kid Maestro, deep in the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Let's actually scroll through some of these positions. You feel me?
That's what she said.
See, this why I be out so much, bro. You know what I mean? Like I just be like, I gotta hit a meeting.
Let's scroll through some of these positions. Come on.
She got a computer out.
this joint. That joint.
Yeah.
She on the phone.
Yeah, wow. Awesome. What's up, G? Come through
Review
right
as a
quick, bro.
mug. Yeah. Let's watching
Hey,
tape.
yo,
See
so
which one we better do.
Type beat. This is my man Awesome. He
Then he just get out, y'all.
yeah.
Which one we are looking at? Hey, whichever one of these jumps is the jump.
Yeah, man. Good luck figuring that out. But yeah. Oh man, I feel like we can make a quick announcement though, man, because like this is slick something that is worth saying, man. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, shine the light on these weekend niggas, boy. All right.
Damn. That shit is
Yeah, man.
shit is a little
Feeling
interesting,
real light
bro.
skin over there, bro.
Nah, shit
Yeah,
bright as
man.
hell.
So, want to give a big shout out to my G Mono Neon. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. Man, just know that sometime soon you're gonna be seeing the album wherever the fuck you see Mono Neon. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. But we got some things that need to happen. And my man Offham, he gonna get his beard trimmed up and then finally dip out, man. You know what I'm saying? And stop trying to bite my style with the beard. It's all good. I recognize I'm a role model in this, you know what I'm saying? Yo, turn the camera so this nigga, you know what I mean? It's all good. That's my bro. Secondly, I want to go ahead and give a shout out while these fools is here, man. Extra shout outs to my guys C Major and Offham on some birthday vibes. You know what I'm saying? We still out here, man. We still celebrating my guys making it because in Memphis shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to make it to this point is a blessing. We gonna make it to a whole bunch of points, you feel me? Offham, you got something to say about the future, bro? Just say something cool, bro. Don't say no dumb shit. You know what I mean? I'm playing. He don't be saying dumb shit.
Yeah, man. Future is a very accomplished rapper, and he's pretty dope, man. He's
Yeah.
cool dude.
Absolutely. Let's get it. So, let's go. What
Yo,
we
let me
talking
talk.
about, bro?
Let me talk.
Let me talk. Yo, so we talk.
stage.
Hold on. So y'all want to talk about the verses right quick, or are we just hopping into some snare and kick drum shit?
We
Like,
can talk about the verses for sure.
all right.
I'ma just say I ain't seen a clip. I seen the one clip Pro sent through the niggas junk. But
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only reference I got.
That might kick back too. Man, laid
So-
back.
All right. So, C Maze, you wanna speak on that? What's good?
Yeah, I haven't seen the full thing, but I just seen hella clips. I feel like I saw the full thing. It sounded like a whole lot of New York shit, and I'ma just speak as a Southern nigga.
Mm-hmm.
It was very a different culture for me. It was a different jam. But what I can say from what I saw though is as a trap, I do both. But as a lover of trap music, that shit definitely made me want to get back on some like real hip hop vibe. And I feel like the world about to do some like a little shift like that. I don't think we're ever gonna be out of trap, but I feel like it might be a more of a both situation coming up. I think that Versus is gonna have a lot to do with it. Like that Versus felt like the beginning of all the hip hop niggas being like, I see, that's what I've been telling you. You know, I can hear that energy in what I saw, and so I can see both of those worlds coexisting more.
Yeah.
And I hope I do. Like it's always an either or. I love both, and so I hope to see both flourishing as well as each other.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a few things. I agree. I feel like that was like every like Elo, like your dad and all his whole squad, like they probably loved the shit out of everything Jadakiss said. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing. Yo, I thought this was New York. How you rapping over the vocals? Come on, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they was like, yeah, man, bring real rap back. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. But look, man, I got an interesting opinion on that shit, man. I got an interesting opinion, bro. All right, so we don't watch. First off, me and Austin, we were talking about this shit yesterday. We were talking about how like Versus was created because nobody could leave their house, right? And so first of all, let's just go ahead and call out the visible, like the fact that this was a crowd, like hundreds of people, perhaps thousands. I don't even know how many were in that space, live watching the Versus in a crowd. That alone was just like. This is interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because this was built off of streaming. That's number one. But the reason why I bring that up is because of the transformation of Versus over time. So, for example, when Versus just started, it was just people playing their songs, right? Last night was not a song battle. Last night was a performance battle, and that changed the game. You know what I'm saying? So when people were asking me like, "Yo, who you think got?" I'm like, "Yo, Dipset, easy." Like, if Versus is truly hit verse hit, Dipset. What are you talking about? Of course, Dipset. You know what I mean? But last night, number one, Jim Jones looked like he was 74 years old.
That nigga fell off the stage.
Bro, come on, man. Cam looked like he just didn't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jewels still looked 13 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jewels was trying to do some shit.
Jewels was trying
He
to.
was the only nigga.
He was the only person showing passion and energy. Meanwhile, you had the Locks. Man, they was like, their brotherhood was stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And it radiated, and you felt that. And to me, that's why they won. They definitely won. But it wasn't because they had better songs. It was because they presented better. You know what I'm saying? And the Locks don't look too much older than the last time we were really looking at them. Again, Jim Jones looks 74 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Dipset did age well, you feel me? With the exception of Jewels.
Yeah.
So, that's my hot take.
Jim Jones moved on to what's his cryptocurrency joint?
Yeah, he's trying to do that.
Man, moved on to crypto.
Yeah,
Just been chilling.
This was, I ain't seen too many verses. But this was the first joint that I seen the effects of it, and there was a clear winner. It's normally like, all right, yeah, they both did their thing, both people. And this joint, everybody's like, the Locks killed Dipset. Like it was a clear like, all right, this was a battle and niggas won. Every other joint was like, yeah, they kind of came together. They was cool at the end, and you know what I'm saying? This joint was like. It felt like a basketball game. I don't know if they was in the garden or where they was at, but it felt like a basketball game.
My man Cambo said, man, selling hot coin. Damn. Hot coin, bro?
That's what he's called.
Hot coin?
Yeah, we got to make that a skit, man. We got to make that a skit, man. We got to make that happen.
That
Hot
like,
coin, bro.
That sound like something you sell at a baseball game.
Hot
coin. Get your hot coin here.
Get your hot
bro,
coin.
do you think do y'all think what's the who was it that took that L trying to perform at first? Was it Teddy Riley?
No.
Yeah, Teddy.
Do you think that like he changed it? Like he took the L, and then after that, like everybody was like Jeezy and them that was performing their joints. But like before him, like Babyface was still playing his songs, and then it was like Teddy Riley, and then Teddy Riley tried. He had this big production, and the nigga like took took a fucking big L, and but he like set the stage for like the rest of the battles though. I feel like he was the early.
He just had technical difficulties like this podcast.
By the way, let's clap it up. This the least. We didn't have some technical difficulties, but this is the least amount of technical difficulties we done had since we even thought of this junk. You know what I mean? So let's keep clapping it up. Clapping it up, man.
Tight beat.
We
These niggas
finally
don't give
seeing
a
some
fuck.
strides.
We got them.
These niggas did not give a
Y'all
fuck.
the only one with free hands.
This man said, we said clap it up. These niggas like, yeah, so yeah, Dipset was crazy, bro. These niggas do not give a fuck
You laid
about
back
this.
with the free hand.
Bro, these niggas do not give a fuck, bro. These folks didn't even try though. These niggas, y'all could, bro. You could have easily said that shit in your lap, bro. These niggas didn't move. They was like, yeah, move next topic. All right. But that's it. Y'all niggas ain't been in the trenches like me and Neem, bro. This shit has been, been stressful, bro.
Man, we been out here today, man. The devil been trying us, man. Straight up, trying our spirit, bro. But we here, man. So what we talking about on some beat shit, fam?
Yeah, so like whose process inspires y'all?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was talking to Matt Beats here earlier, and we was just agreeing that like you be a fan of somebody, but then like the next thing as soon as you figure out that you really fuck with somebody, the next thing you do is like, how does this person in the studio or this person set up or whatever, or them live, you know, just to see like how they doing what they doing, and getting a chance to see that, like a lot of times, most of the time makes me a bigger fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so yeah, like whose process like inspires y'all when you watching them create or perform?
That's a great question, man.
Man, it's a couple on. I was finna say Jacob Collier, which to an extent, yes.
Shit is crazy.
That man workflow is so like G, like, and he's I mean he tries different stuff out, but he's also like very intentional in the sense of like what he want to do and stuff like that. So it's something I kind of aspire to get to, like at that level. I kind of like do that a little bit, but like it's this artist, like producer artist on Instagram named Where's Mommy on Instagram. And, she uses Logic like as well. She like play guitar, like all the fucking instruments, and she like documents like how she come up with her songs, and like she just be in the house, in the kitchen, like on the keyboard, like recording whatever, playing around with like different vocals and shit, and like making these crazy sounding junts. And so that's been like hella inspiring, just in like that's kind of where I'm at like right now. At least like when I'm at the house, it's like I just got my little bitty room. I got my, you know what I'm saying, my laptop, my interface, my microphone, and like guitar, bass, keys, and just voice, and just figuring out, okay, what can I do with that? So yeah, seeing that shit, that's kind of been that's kind of what I've been on, like, you know, kind of like exploring and trying to figure out, okay, what's this gonna sound like? What's this gonna sound like? What if I try this? What if I try that? And
what have you found?
Huh?
So what have you found? Like, do you feel like you've like, you know what I mean? Like your process is actually coming up?
Yeah, like I've allowed myself to explore all the different ways that I like, all the different sounds that I can make, all the different things that like I could do or whatever, without feeling like, oh, this has to be perfect or this has to be the best thing ever, or it's like I can just goof around almost and just kind of like throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see like, oh, okay, this kind of look kind of cool. This kind of look like this. Like,
yeah.
So I've been able to kind of get more comfortable with myself in the recording process, because it gets like, I don't know, it can easily get like really like tense or anxious, you know, when I'm not really used to like hearing my voice, like, or whatever, or if I'm focusing so much on messing up rather than seeing what cool shit can happen from like a, you know what I'm saying? Like that's happened a couple times, like in the last couple of days, like I was fucking around on the bass, I slipped up a couple notes, but it ended up going with like the whole thing and like becoming like a whole other thing. So I think, yeah, I think it definitely has like, you know, raised the workflow up in the process.
Yeah. Man.
Where's Mommy? I definitely just followed her off of your recommendation, because You know, if you saying she doing some crazy shit,
She doing some crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Right, wait, Elo saying that motherfucker doing some crazy
Right.
shit. They doing some crazy shit.
Hey, that's man. Watch out for what Elo try to suggest though, bro.
I heard some shit about math.
Man, this nigga, yo. Yesterday, this man, what was that shit? Math rock,
Math
bro?
rock.
He was like, and
And
he was
then-
sincere, man. As if the phrase math rock is not comedic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it definitely sounds intriguing, bro. Math rock.
And then it's like a type of. I might be talking about the same thing. I don't want to like use like what,
English
what
hip-hop.
the genre is, but it's like.
Science
Well,
fiction.
what I'm specifically talking about, I might be math rock might not be the right term, but I think it might be. But it's like a nigga be on the guitar and he just be fucking doing all these fucking different like polyrhythms and like crazy, just like he be making like a whole orchestra symphony on one guitar, like a bunch of different sounds, a bunch of different like tones and harmonics and stuff. It's a motherfucking band called fucking damn, I forget the name of the band. Polyphia or something like that. Them motherfuckers are crazy. The whole, and it's just like a lot of like rhythmic stuff that they do with the guitar and stuff, where they like dip into like triplets and like fifths, but they also do crazy ass like riffs and runs on the guitar, crazy ass like harmonies, and it's literally just three niggas, guitar, bass, drums.
real big shout out to my guy Cambo. Shout out to my guy Cam in the chat, man. Big shout outs. Go
Shout
ahead,
out.
Elo. My bad.
Shout out
That shit crazy though. I showed Mad that shit like last night.
math rock, bro.
This man said, "Yo, you ever heard of math rock?"
Math rock.
Bro,
I
I'm
thought
trying
this
to-
man was joking, bro. He was dead serious. I'm like, math
shit-
rock, bro? Come on, what is niggas is out here singing about, polynomials and like
calculus metal, to be more specific.
calculus
Calculus
metal, bro. Yo,
If you really want to get into it.
If you try to, subgenre,
hilarious. Calculus metal. That's
Mad Beats, whose process inspires you, bro?
yeah. Man, who's inspires me, bro? Man, the first process that ever like really inspired me that I got a chance to see in real life was a guy named Kev Brown, man. Man, y'all know, dog.
That's facts, bro.
Kev Brown, the master of the
Shout out to
MPC
Kev.
2000 XL. Like this man
Full
making
level on.
it's bro. Watching him make a beat is like watching a work of art being made. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no, let me rephrase that. Watching him make a beat is the work of art. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just amazing. Definitely him, then Ill Mind. Watching Ill Mind make a beat.
This
It-
nigga make beats in Pro Tools and shit.
Yeah. So, I got a chance to see him do that on the ASR, before. And then watch him on Pro Tools. But the thing that's the same, and when he was doing it on the ASR and when he was doing it on Pro Tools, is that like he never second guesses himself. Ever. Like he'll just do something and try something out and and then he'll just go with that and keep going. He don't really sit and listen to something for like 5 minutes and be like, I don't know, should I do this? Nah. He picks a sound, he stays with it. He does some riff with it, boom, he does that. He'll make it a wave for him instead of just MIDI and chop it up and keep going. And that part of his decisiveness, his ability to like not second guess and to believe that he's just following the path. Man, that is just I really admire that,
Yeah, bro. I remember you seen that. You showed the video.
Mhm.
That nigga, bro. I don't know what he got his velocity on, but he be hitting the pads soft as hell.
Yeah,
just
man.
Them just be smacking. He's smacking.
Yeah, man, them just- That shit be- you know what I mean?
Smacking, bro.
That's real.
Full level is on at all
My man,
times.
my man Cambo said, "That's my problem. How do you get past that, bro?" Honestly, all right. So like with me, first and foremost, man, like when I'm in the zone making a beat, it feels like I'm performing. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I'm on stage, and how I'm moving, like that's probably what I'm doing in the studio alone, making a beat. You know what I'm saying? But how I think you just gotta. It's just gonna sound like a plug, but it's just the truth. I think you just gotta make mad beats. I think so. I think you know, you're sitting there triple and quadruple guessing yourself as if you can't just make another beat. Like this is the one beat. It's got to work out. Like, nah, it doesn't. You know, feel free to go through the whole process and be like, all right, I didn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, this could be better. And then just make another one. You know, use what you did right in the last one and make another one. You know, just the idea, the scarcity mindset that, like, everything we do has to be perfect. I just think you just got to get past that and just think in abundance. Like, you know, I literally have thousands of beats. I would much rather, you know, shoot and miss and then just keep shooting than, like, shoot in slow motion and then get blocked.
True that. Oh, real quick, I forgot another one. Monty Booker, that nigga.
Yeah, of course.
That nigga's
Definitely.
workflow is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy as fuck.
Yeah. Monty is a fucking genius.
Insane.
So, yeah.
C major.
Man, all right. I got.
Hold on.
list.
I got
yeah.
one. Oh, my bad, C major. I mean
No,
to cut you
go
off.
ahead.
I got one more person to name. Fucking C major. You know what I'm saying? That's the last person I'm gonna name, dog. Watching bro make a beat is a work of art too, bro. Like watch,
That's
and
crazy.
it's crazy because like I know I'm a fan of his process because like I have, you know, at this point I have a million C Mage beats to listen to at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's just something about knowing that either he's outside in Studio B2 or in the next room, and I can hear him going through the process that just draws me in to be like, to like watch him go through sounds and like pick sounds and manipulate them. And his process is kind of cinematic too. Like he kind of sets you up. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll kind of bring you up and be like, oh, I know it's about to happen. And then he'll kind of make a left and do something else. And then he'll come back to that thing that you was hype about, and then it'll be meshed in with this other thing, and it's just like, damn, you feel like it just all came together out of nowhere. And really, he was just setting you up. Like he was slick performing in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So he just has a really dope process that I love for sure.
Co-signed.
Yeah.
That shit is,
Yeah.
Thank
shit
y'all.
is the move.
Thank y'all. That's crazy because you definitely on my list, man. And I was gonna say, like, when I be making shit, I be biting so hard that I be hoping Mad don't get mad. Like, man, this nigga biting my shit. Like I be biting so I take pieces from niggas so hard, and sometimes it be hard for a nigga not to just like, cause I sat in this room and watch him do like the same thing. He just does it with a different. He does it with chords. I do it with drums most of the time. I start with like the smallest element of the drums, and you won't know where it fits, and then I bring a sample back in. But he does the same thing with chords. He'll just start with a note, or he'll just be fucking around playing some shit, and then he make like a noise like and then you turn around and it's like a fucking full ass cinematic ass beat. And so like I just bite that shit. But if I'm going back to like my high school days, and I take pieces from everybody. When I was in high school, I used to on YouTube. I used to watch videos of Lex Luger, and that nigga's process was fucking crazy back then. I didn't understand it then, but I recently just went on this binge of going back to my high school days and the shit I used to watch in high school, and was watching his process, and I was like, bro, I am this nigga now. Like it's crazy. like I'm and he does a lot of stuff in FL, but a lot of the way he builds. And I was just talking to Eli about this the other day. Like back in that era, it was like the BMF, all them beats, and he was going fucking crazy. And every beat does this thing where it goes up like a fifth or some shit like that. Yeah. And then and he takes you, and it's like this long ass like snare roll that leads into the going up a fifth, and it just takes you up, and it's just like, what the fuck? And I'm doing that same like that and them same elements and shit now. And his process, watching him do that, watching him listen, like the same loop would be on for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes is him taking that shit up the fifth and then putting the same drums back on their part, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And then you hear Waka, I go hard in the motherfucking plane, nigga, and it shit goes up a fifth, and you like, nigga, I go hard too. Like, and shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like, so him watching his journey, watching him do that shit like back in the day, watching Neptune's process, and I don't do their process as much, but Pharrell's process is crazy. cause he floats from instruments and the way he floats on drums. Just watching him, and I used to watch him videos of him and Justin Timberlake in the studio, and that just be fucking around, and you can hear that energy throughout the Justified. You can hear that whole energy, like you can tell they was really just. I was just listening to She Wants to Move, and it sounded like they was fucking around. That song like that song sounded like a joke. It started off as a joke. Then Chad probably played some. Then he probably started mumbling some shit. Niggas like probably was fucking around the whole session, and then like by the end of it, nigga, we got a hit. You know what I mean? Like that whole vibe was like crazy. So his process, and then like moving to like niggas now, and it's niggas who I've never seen in the studio, but I can hear their process. And Pierre is that nigga. I've never seen him make a beat from start to finish. But Pierre Bourne, I've listened to him for the past few months on repeat. And I feel like I can hear his process in the beats. I can hear like, and I go back and listen to Magnolia and some of his more popular songs after refamiliarizing myself with his own catalog, and I can hear like the same elements in every beat. Like it's not a tag. It's not, yo, Pierre, you want to come in here? It's like different voices. It's the hi-hat. It's the clap. It's like different alternate sounds. It's like percussions. All this shit is in this. Every one of those elements that's a Pierre beat is in every fucking beat. And you don't even really notice it. Like until I went back, I listened to his catalog, went back and listened to Magnolia, like, damn, that's the same sound. Damn, that's like this. Like he has a formula, bro. And that made me like go through all the shit that I use. And if you're an NPC nigga, I just made a bunch of programs of like shit that I use every beat, shit that my tags, all that shit. And I'm pulling that shit in every beat, and I'm figuring out, do it fit here? Do it fit here? No, and if it don't, it don't. But most of the time it do. and now I got. I think I had a sound before, but now I have a fucking sound. Like I know, and I'm just perfecting that now. And so, watching that, well, not even watching, listening to that nigga, I don't know what his process is, but listening to him, I felt like I heard that. And then my favorite two people right now is Kenny Beats. Watching The Cave, that nigga on The Cave, he is quick as fuck, bro, and he knows like how to get that vibe, and that's what I had before the last 2 years. I think I got it pretty down now, but I was super focused on trying to catch a vibe quick, to not allow like whoever's in the studio with me, the artist or whatever. I ain't trying to let no time, no feelings, no emotions, none of that shit die. Like I want to get the best out of that person while we're here, while we're in this moment. And Kenny is great at that. He'll have a conversation with you for a little bit. He asks you what you want, and it's shit like a chef. And the nigga pull up, you know what I'm saying, a sketchbook or a notepad or whatever. You want this, and he fuck around and figure out how to fit all that shit in a song. And he makes. I feel like he gets the best out of everybody he works with. I don't think he's the greatest producer ever, but I feel like if you're working with him, you're gonna make the best song you and him could make at that moment. And I think that's the most. Not the most. That's one of the most important things as a producer. But it's him and then Zaytoven on some efficiency shit.
Zaytoven is
Zaytoven is ridiculous.
That's
like,
facts.
That nigga is self-explanatory. If you ever seen that nigga make a beat, it's ridiculous. It's 32 bar loops. This shit is crazy.
So all right, so we got a question from DP Mason. Shout out DP Mason. Have you ever done one of his beat battles? I don't think you guys have, but would you guys do a Kenny Beats beat battle situation?
Yeah, I think I downloaded a sample pack to do one, and I just never. I don't know what it is about me and those type of like submission deals, but I never follow through with them. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm scared. I don't know what it really is. But every time I get one of those like submission type jumps, I be hyped. Then I try to make something, and I don't know. It's just it do not be going. And then I'll like say I'll come back to it, and I never do. I don't know why. But he did a million of them jumps like throughout the pandemic. I was like, bro, I'm gonna hop in one of them, and I never did. I don't know what it is about it.
Yeah.
So I didn't. But
yeah. I feel that, man. I feel that. What about you, Elo and Kid? Y'all hopping that shit?
Yeah. I hop in. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. I've seen a lot of the beat battles and stuff. I think it's I don't know. I think it's like depth. I don't know. I think because it's like so many people
Cam said it. He said he be flaming them folks, bro. That's what y'all afraid to get flamed up, bro.
Bro, that's
no,
like,
not even that. I don't even care about that. Like that's
Timbaland just and I did the Timbaland just. It don't even be that. It be feeling like. I don't know. A lot of them just be like, it's be so many niggas. It's like you battling, you competing against so many niggas. It's like thousands of niggas just for like
so
a
many
waste of
people
time.
like Sin just in. But I mean, I think if I get into it, I probably like prepare myself to be like super consistent, like going into all of them joints, because like so many people send in so many beats. I'm sure more than just the top 200 are fire as fuck, but there's still a top 200 out of I don't know however many like 1,000 joints. So I'll probably prepare myself to be doing that joint, you know, every time he does it until I get on there, and then if I don't win, still try to get on there. Yeah. But it's definitely like. It's like it's not like I'm gonna try this jump one time, let's see what happens. Or it could be, but I'll probably just prepare myself to be on that.
I think that's it. It's so much more into it than just making the beat, and like you gotta make a bunch, you gotta send it every time, and then you gotta be on this nigga Twitch. Yeah. It's like, when do I got time to make more beats? Like right. I think that's what it is, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me, but it's definitely that's a full-time job, just trying to get heard. Like.
Yeah, I would do it. I'm not interested in doing it, but I would. And the only reason I say that is because I feel like the experience of doing the in-person beat battles definitely, like, especially the second one I did, it definitely, like, trying to win that in a way that, like, felt authentic to me, because, like, you know, just depending on what beat battle you're in, it's just certain things that it's just like you just got to know the crowd, like know the culture. It's just certain types of beats, certain type of environments that just work in certain junts. And when I feel like a junt is not like my vibe, I be like, God, it's not really for me. And I was kind of feeling that way for like the Fresh Produce junts, but I really wanted to win. So that pushed me into finding like a sound, a pocket that I really fucked with, and I carried that for like a minute. Yeah. So to push myself in that way, I would definitely do it.
Okay, so I'll say this, man. If I can just have my little comment on that, man. I don't think that if I could give you a little bit of pushback on that reasoning, this is a trap ass city. You know what I'm saying? But I was going to beat showcases, playing boom bap and all kind of crazy musical shit, and that's how you found me, kid. So that's not how you found me, but that's how that was the moment you were like, fuck, I gotta fuck with this guy.
That's what I'm saying, but it was also a Master A show. It was that environment. Well, so like
I'm saying at that moment, but that I was still doing a lot of those at the time. Like I was that was a Master A show. The one before that wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't. Well, the first John I went to, I definitely, because I can't remember. Because I went to one and then I competed in one. Because you competed in one before we competed in one, and going to that joint, I just got a vibe of like, okay, this is like a sound, and I remember trying to do that, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing that no more, and let me figure out a way to appeal to what I believe is like what people are expecting, but is like my situation, and that worked out. I won, and so that. So I think I agree with you. Like I would be trying to do me.
Let me ask you this though, and this is just ultra. This is a question of my bad. A question of perspective. When you enter a beat battle, is your goal to win? Is that the goal? And that so much that if you feel like you won't win, you won't do it.
No. Yes, Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if I won't win, I won't do it? No, not really. But yes and no. So I definitely have felt like, yo, if this is just like, if this environment just feels like I won't be accepted for like my style or what I'm bringing to this, like this is just not, like if you sometimes people come when you go to the show or the club, people not trying to hear like, Mama from To Pimp a Butterfly. They trying to hear, you know what I'm saying? If it that kind of energy, if I felt that way, I've definitely felt like I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But if I felt like I wasn't good enough to win, then I would probably still do it, because it's probably gonna be some crazy people in there that I get inspired from.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. Like, it's not this. I mean, I would definitely intend to win, and I would want to win. But I think that would be something like, it would be almost like I'm feeling like I'm going into like a camp where, you know, you just like train, like basically like going into like a training camp. Like I feel like even when like Kenny Beats does like the beat battles, he gives like so many like just like prizes for like the top 10 people and shit like that, like to where it's set up to kind of be just like, you know, this is just to, you know, like build that muscle and like strengthen yourself rather than just this one person has the best beat of all them niggas. It's like, nah, it's like a lot of people make really dope beats, and this is a way for people to train that muscle of competitiveness and just get better at their craft, like, you know, time wise, like having a bunch of people like listen to your stuff and taking, you know, like constructive criticism from somebody who like has a lot of knowledge on that type of shit. So
I'm gonna be honest though, the Kenny Beats joints and the Timberland joints never really appeal to me, only because like to me the goal of those, in my opinion, is usually to get heard by like that nigga.
Right.
Where I definitely like whereas the in-person joints feel definitely more like of an energy, and it feels more competitive to me. Mm-hmm. But also, like, you know, I've sat in, I haven't been a part of it, but you did one of them junts, like them Zoom like showcase junts.
Yep.
Like those feels like for real community to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that the Kenny Beats junts ain't. It just don't. Yeah. It don't really. It feels like I'm trying to get on. Like Kenny Beats hearing my shit. You know what I'm saying? It just don't.
It's that, but I did the Timberland joint, but it's a community. I just think we might be in a different era. Like the Kenny Beats joints, like his Twitch and his Discord is a real ass community. Like, and the folks be like real deal, like just like how Neem knew the niggas in the Zoom call. Mm-hmm. It's just way more of them. It's like thousands of them niggas that know each other, and then it's subcultures in that one joint. Same with the Timberland joint. Like his when I was in the Timberland joint on his Twitch stream, his niggas hitting. You can see niggas having conversations with niggas through the comments and shit like that. It's the same. It's the same situation. That shit just so. I feel like an old nigga when I'm looking at it. It's so far from me. Like, and it felt like so much work. I was on this nigga Timberland stream for a month. Every time he streamed, I had to stop what I was doing and listen through all these jumps to see if he was gonna play my shit. Like, and it was just so much to the point where I was like, bro, I don't know, this slick kind of productive. I'm just gonna start making shit like it's in it, and then hearing they shit and knowing like if this nigga hear my shit, it's a fucking rap. But it's like, what can you do? Like, it's only so much you can comment in that bitch. It's only like you just really gotta wait your turn.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when niggas like the Adam 22 joint, where folks be trying to get their song played on that joint, and it'd be like, man, niggas is paying money.
I was like, bro, that's what I was like, bro. Can a nigga pay to get that shit up? Like, fuck, nigga. I just want a nigga to hear my shit. But nah, that shit, it's a different world, and it just feel like I'm an old nigga in that world. It feel like the young niggas was just like way ahead of the internet, Discord, chat, all that type of vibes. The Kenny Beats jump was confusing to me. Like, I ain't know where to get the sample pack, and niggas in the Discord like, yeah, you gotta go here. You gotta,
you also really gotta be like a subscriber. You gotta be like paying.
That was like you gotta pay for the. I was trying to find a sample pack, I couldn't find it. Like, yeah, you gotta pay for a subscription. I was like, damn, like I'm lost in this bitch. So it was just a whole bunch. It just felt like, bro, I'm just gonna go harder on this other shit.
That's what it is for me. It's just it's a time thing, man. Like, some people really be in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just don't.
No respect to that.
Yeah, I just don't have the time. I'm too busy trying to build a building.
Fuck you mean? Trying to build a tower. I don't think you listed your joints.
Oh, the producer joints? Yeah. Man, first of all, similar to what you said, it's definitely niggas that inspire me that I ain't seen them in the studio, but I know the shit is crazy. I know Flying Lotus' process got to be crazy, bro. Like, it has to be.
What? Yeah, I need that nigga to release some studio video.
You seen that live he had with Mark Riviere, and he had like a jam session.
They was doing math rock.
You talking about in the park?
No, not in the park. They had one before they had one before like on the actual like on YouTube.
Nah, I ain't checked that, but
that shit is crazy.
I'm gonna have to peep that junk. But I don't know his process, but I know it would inspire me. So that's what I'm trying to. That's whose process and live. So I would say like in some studio stuff.
Real quick, big shout out Fox, big shout out DP Mason, big shout out Cambo. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out Cam.
What up, DP?
Jack
What up,
Paul.
G's?
Woo! Yeah. All right, we go. My bad. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So I would say definitely I agree on some Jacob Collier Johns. And the reason I say Jacob Collier is because watching his, like he's got through like these 6-hour Johns where he just go live on Twitch or whatever and make a beat. And bro, like, you talk about a person that knows their tools well. Like, I haven't seen nobody as fast as him on shortcuts. And he's so fast, bro. His template is just a blank slate. He just he have all his shit like he has all his shit like mic'd up and ready to go, but like he just be making the track and just go. And
he is a computer.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's so proficient with Logic, the way he just moves and his idea. He doesn't like y'all was saying. He doesn't think. Well, he doesn't think much at all. Like he just tries it. He lays it down. And what makes him good at it is because he's a fucking amazing musician. Yeah. And so his ideas translate really well. The difference between what's in his head and what comes out is probably very zero. You know what I'm saying?
Zero latency.
Very zero.
You got zero latency.
This man got zero latency.
Yeah, zero latency. DP Mason said that jump was physics jazz actually, not math rock. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out DP.
You know what I mean?
But
yeah, so his process is super inspiring. And then like on some live shit, like, you know, we was talking earlier about like me and you, Neem, when we was talking about sometimes you see somebody's process and you still don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. To this day, I have not figured it out. To this day. This producer from Detroit named Dakim.
Oh yeah, Dakim.
Bro, like I watched, and he don't got many videos up. I just Googled him, and there's one I missed. He's on the NPC Live, so he be switching shit up. But I think he was on the 505 at this.
Was he ever in Ableton?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This man is secretive, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
probably, you know what I mean?
but this, I mean, his latest John. I mean, all his legendary shit that I'm talking about did not include an NPC at all, because you know I don't know how you can be legendary with that. But anyway,
that was the question,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
We didn't bring up
anyway. But like,
ain't talking about NPC shit. I'm saying did he include Ableton?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It probably
like
did.
A whole lot
you know
of
what I'm
deflection
saying?
to me.
Right, Doug?
Hey, I don't.
Back to this into my
NPC
business.
just
Anyway,
on your mind, huh?
So
bro?
anyway.
I respect it.
His process live, bro. Like I seriously cannot figure out what he was doing. He had a boiler room set, and it looked like, just from what I can tell, bro, like legit.
Yeah, I seen that.
He was making beats live, and the beats were turning into other beats, and that was his set. Like it was like he would like program something, and then program some other stuff, and there'd be a beat he got going, and then he'll like automate some mutes or something like that would make a whole new rhythm, and then program drums on top of that and filter that, and then like take that and sample it without pressing stop, nothing. Like it was just a seamless process for like at least 30 minutes. It was crazy and it was magical, bro. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Yeah, you sent it, and it looked like he was doing it before it happened. Like he was programming shit, and then it would happen. Then he would program some more. He'd tap some more shit,
bro.
And then that would happen. Yeah, I seen that shit.
Exactly.
That shit was crazy.
It's wild, and I've been trying to like deconstruct that joint, or like try to figure out a way to do it in Ableton to like be able to create on the spot and take that.
Send the link while he talking, bro.
Y'all need to make sure y'all got that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just dope. So, and then another one whose process really inspired me and is like something I super adopted now is DJ Dahi. I watched I watched
Dahi's the dude.
Bro, his rhythm roulette.
Rhythm roulette,
bro. But the rhythm roulette, the Serato edition.
Yes,
So it was of course Mass Appeal, but he did another one a year later, bro. He was going through loops And I don't know where these loops was coming from, but they was the most fire shit I ever like heard. And I was like, bro, like I need to like that's how I want to like be able to make beats. It's just be able to go through loops of fire shit you ain't never heard. So like I feel like he like pre-programmed that shit in sound design ahead of time, and then just got a folder of his own like sound loops to just like be on some splice shit with. And I felt like that shit was like super inspiring. To your point of being able to create a vibe, like you just going in and make these crazy jumps. So every time you just scrolling through jumps, it's like, woo, that shit is crazy. So that's a big heavy part of like what I've been trying to adopt into my process. So yeah, those dudes. There's more, but like those are.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm gonna name.
I right now I love my process. You know, I truly love my process. I love how well everything is set up for me to succeed here. Man, shout out to my patch bay. Cause that's just the thing that changes everything. I just got an idea though. C Maze, Kid Maestro, Elo, let me know what y'all think, bro. I feel like the next 3 episodes of this shit, like in each episode, one of y'all should make a beat in the episode, and then we just talk about your process. Like you do it, but we talk about your process. We get to check, we get to talk shit, we get to salute, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? We get to pick apart your process, fam. Now, what's funny is that I'm pretty sure for Elo and C Mage, that just means, all right, bet. But Kid is going to go full Batman, dog. If he agrees to this, he going to have so much shit prepared. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to just make sure my process is like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely, when it comes to creation, like.
By the way, everybody in the chat said hell yeah, so it looks like that's what we're doing.
For sure, yeah, I'm with it. You know, my process, like, and this is, I think this is something, like dope, you know, about you C Major and you Neem, because y'all mentioned it specifically. But like when I'm making a beat, like I'm aware of it, so I've been trying to get better at it, but I'm really not like trying to worry about like how the process affects who else is in the room, because my process is just diving deep into a zone. So it's like that balance between being an artist and a producer, right, where a producer needs to control the room, but in the moment of making a beat, like I'm very much being an artist, and I wanna go down rabbit holes and see where they go, even though that might not be time efficient or like in a like expected direction of the artist. But I will say, working with people like Offum specifically, when we work together, he definitely allows for that and will follow me down those paths, and we be coming up with like some very unexpected kind of situations. So I really appreciate about.
Let me tell you a nigga that don't allow for that, bro. And what made me want to speed up what I thought. Him too, but maybe want to speed up what I thought was a quick process. Daz is definitely he definitely will be like, nah, I ain't feeling it, or we'll make a song and he'll be like, nah, that ain't. But he's nowhere near as bad as Project Pat, bro. Project Pat, bro, making beats in front of this man, dog. If you hit the wrong snare drum that don't fit with the joint, he lost focus like that, and he's just gonna talk to somebody else, and you would just be having to beat on loop for an hour. He'd be like, "Nah, go to the next one." It's a wrap, bro. Like sitting in Young Avenue with this nigga, bro, was so stressful, dog. And I left that session. Was like, all right, bro, like a nigga can't miss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go 13 for 13 with this nigga, bro. You can't miss an instrument. You can't miss a nothing. So everything gotta be on point. That nigga that shit had me on my, like, too much on my game, like, to the point where it got mundane for a while making beats after that. But that was the opposite of that, and that taught me a lesson. It taught me a good lesson.
Yeah.
Can Kid talk us through his kerosene heater process? The first thing he had to do was buy a kerosene heater, which is it still out in the studio?
Yes, sir.
So, my man Cam, if you're really trying to
that is a real process.
Where'd you get that from? You got it from Home Depot?
Nah, I got it from Walmart.
Walmart, baby. That's how we
It
start.
is a real process.
That's the textbook, man. You come back with the textbook and we can go to class. You know what I'm saying? But nah, kid, you want to talk through the kerosene heater, John?
Yeah. Let me see if I can just remember. I actually got video of that junk, so we could show video of that one day or next week or something.
Yeah.
But that was a situation where, just like DJ Dahi, I had some like sounds or samples set up to use later. So there's this program, this VST called Radio, where you can like basically it's just a big internet radio joint, and you can pull samples from it as it's playing. And so one day I just sat and collected a bunch of joints. I spent like some hours just listening to like the different stations and find something I liked. And it was like I don't even know what it was called, but some eclectic electronic radio station was on, and it had like some just like trippy electronic beat sample joint, and I just took a loop that I liked. And I don't know if I warped it, but I at least had it ready for me to go through. And so when Arfam came through to make the beat, I made the beat, in front of him. I just went through some of those joints. Had that sound, and I loaded it up into a sampler, and because I already had it like pre-warped or whatever, it was really just like a trigger and yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
That's, and it don't even sound nothing like that, but that's like the contour of the rhythm. Yep, and that was that. And then I loaded up a drum program in MPC terms, or a drum rack for my Ableton folks with drums already set up. And I just made that beat, and that was pretty much it. It was nothing but like 4 sounds in it. So loaded the sample into sampler, made some drums, put an 808 on it, and that was it. And then after we recorded the verse, all those like laughs and stuff, I just grabbed that from somewhere, or I had him laugh.
Niggas was laughing at you, bro. Record, bro.
And then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All the way loud, bro.
So yeah, that was the process.
That was the process, bro. But it all started with Walmart, right?
Yep. It all started because, you know what I'm saying, it was cold outside. Niggas had to buy the kerosene heater to be able to be in the studio in the first place. And niggas was like, yo, let's make a joint dedicated to this.
Yeah. So next week, who making the beat live? Who making the beat live for the studio audience?
Your boy.
Young Elo?
Yeah.
Is that what I heard? I ain't look back 'cause, you know what I mean? I ain't want to pressure y'all with the eyes
Your
and shit.
boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Elo.
Okay, so Elo. Let's go.
Let's
Right,
go.
Doc? Okay, you bet. So, Young Elo, bro. So, you coming up off the laptop? Is that what we doing?
I need a tag. I believe so. Coming up off the laptop, motherfucking. How's the whole thing gonna get set up? Like,
That's why I need to know what you're coming up off.
I'm just coming up off the laptop. All I need is a laptop, and that's it. Laptop, and then I just run everything through Logic. Any of the instruments or whatever.
I need a laptop and all your instruments.
All this shit, you know what I'm saying?
but I don't
Had that shit set up, dude. Don't fucking play with me,
Well,
my nigga.
should I bring exactly what I? Because okay, so I just got the laptop, the interface, microphone. Well, I don't even.
Oh, which interface, bro? Because certain interfaces we just don't allow, you know?
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Stop hating on my
I think I know
mans.
which
Stop
one.
hating on my mans.
Stop hating on the fuckers, right, man?
So
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Focus right?
Speak up, bro.
man.
Hey,
Say that
yeah,
shit clearly.
Yeah.
Look,
Say that shit
You
clearly.
can't say that with his chest. He's embarrassed saying that. Let's be honest.
nah, cause I started off with the focus right, and it wasn't even the actual interface. It was like the
It was a piece
iDoc
of
jet.
trash. That's what
It was the iDoc jet. That's how I was
Bro,
able to
rep
record
your
and
shit,
make
bro.
any songs.
Rep your
Like-
shit.
Bro.
every Wednesday,
Really,
my
but
G,
you
every
know,
Wednesday.
But it was like you plug your phone into it and you can hook up a microphone, and like I was able to just save that microphone from like 2015 and just plug it into the actual Focusrite joint. I was saving up for that.
Okay, my guy.
This
But
man
that, you
plugging
know,
into
Rep
a
your
trash can,
focus
bro.
right, my nigga.
bass,
Bro.
guitar, just the keyboard. That's all I need.
All right, you can. It's a Focusrite right there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Damn.
by the way, for everybody who can't see, it's a trash can that I'm
That's-
pointing at over there. You know what I'm saying? So,
This man been illustrating this whole time. This man just, yo,
It's-
Elo
it's
is a
crazy.
freaking.
young Elo.
I don't know what's going on. With this
I'm
man.
gonna say this though, bro. I'm gonna say this, man. Like if we, and y'all about to see how it really goes down. If we starting off the showcases of niggas making beats in here, and we starting off with Elo, damn.
Yeah,
All right, it's all good. You know, this home court for me. I got all kind of shit I can pull out. You know what I'm saying?
we you know what I'm saying, we definitely in this man got fucking all kind of manlies and shit. Man gonna be going through the manlies, all kind of man gonna bring in a vocalist, yo.
Yes, sir.
I feel it, but
That's straight. What up, what
it's
up?
all good though. I'm ready.
I feel you on your process, man. I just be needing the laptop too. You know what I'm saying? And the lotion and the
I'm
incognito.
out, man. We out. Tight beat. You know what I mean?
Produce on the spot. Yeah, man.
Produce on the spot.
What you producing, my nigga?
Get out. All right, good looking out, bro. Good looking out.
What you
Appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, it is gonna be funny
My
because
journalist shit,
I-
follow
it's gonna be funny because like y'all gonna really see like a wide range of stuff. Like clearly, you know what I'm saying. Not that the production will be like maximalist, but like this is clearly like the spaceship of shit. So you gonna get to see like, you know, all this shit put to use. You gonna see Elo come in with like hella instruments and like
Bro.
like a toy as an interface and make some crazy shit. This man gonna have one. This man ain't gonna plug in the shit.
Yeah, I'm probably
This
gonna
man
do-
even
I'm
gonna have
do
no power.
That's real, dog. We'll come in like this, bro, and that's it, bro.
This
Straight
man's
up.
gonna put, and then my process is gonna be, you know, I'm gonna bring a
It's
studio.
gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
chords.
That's
It's
real,
gonna be
dog.
cables,
It's gonna be
bro.
a lot of
My G,
chords.
we going live at 6:30. Kid gonna have to show up at 2:00, man, just to set up. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
That is facts, bro. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and be live with y'all, bro. I'm just gonna have a beat pulled up and just act like I'm making it. But it's just
Bro,
already
the
there.
craziest niggas gonna be working on their beats ahead of time.
That's what- bro,
I'm
that's
finna
what y'all
like
gonna
get
do,
some
bro.
drums and shit together just to.
I'm about to TED talk my whole shit and just act like I was doing it live, but it was actually in it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I don't know if y'all didn't
Niggas
know
gonna
that.
be practicing. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it, but nah, it should be fun though, cause like you know, if I had to like if niggas was going to I don't know Dr. Dre studio or Flying Lotus Joints, I would definitely have some loops ready to go. Like
Mhm.
and to be honest, man, that's just making me be like, man, I need to go harder on like my music theory and being swift on the spot, because I definitely feel like I need to make sure I'm prepared to have like some unique shit, you know what I'm saying, in these situations, like already ready to go to be able to keep the vibe, you know, all those things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's go. And we're about to dip now. Thank y'all for tuning in. I just want to say this too. Shout out to how everybody gonna make a beat on this joint, and it's gonna be great. But what's gonna be ultra entertaining is the comments, cause I'm gonna be going in. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless. So I don't give a fuck if
Yeah,
Elo
bro.
making the greatest shit of all time, bro. Hey, dog, we in Memphis.
Hey,
you
yo,
feel me?
if niggas is hating, all right, cool.
What's up, man?
What it is, bro.
You really
That's
playing
it.
chords, ain't you?
Right, dog. This is
What's up,
turn
man?
up,
You
turn
really
up.
play the bass guitar though?
What's up, man? This is really some math right here.
Bro, I feel like what we really need to do is we need to show these niggas like the process when we all make a beat together.
Yeah, maybe that's the end.
That shit is
Yeah.
That's
inspiring.
the culmination.
Oh yeah, all together.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. That's gonna be that's gonna be the last week.
Mm.
That's gonna be the last week. So we all gonna make individual joints, and on the last one we gonna show you how we do it all together. All right, and that would be dope because we could actually set up over there too, right? Just have it set up in the other room, and then just set up the GoPro using the extension to see both rooms at
Take
the same
it
time.
back.
Nigga, that shit
Let's
be
get it.
crazy.
Take it
Let's
back.
get it.
Yeah, y'all really trying to reset up Studio B and
Man, what? After that, it's,
Y'all
it's back to 2019. After
Niggas
that,
gonna be
man.
pulling back up.
I try to move
I'ma
the
pull
desk
up-
and shit
I'ma
back in.
pull up the next day.
Niggas got to reset up all that Dante shit, bro. Damn. All
All right, y'all. It's 7:31. We 1 minute over time. Thank y'all again for tuning in to Tight Beat. It's every Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:30 CST.
Yep.
Live with I Make Mad Beats, King Elo, C Major, and my G Kid Maestro. We gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Yes, sir. Y'all be safe.
Oh
Hey.
shit.
Hard.